because the Supreme Court did not side with Donald Trump because he got rebuked by the Supreme Court, now we've moved into the next phase of the attempted fascist takeover of the United States of America, wherein Donald Trump supporters call for the dissolving of the Supreme Court.
We have some big news right now. Top Republican influencers on the internet are now calling for the Trump administration to completely disregard the United States Supreme Court, with some even arguing that the Trump administration should try to, quote, dismantle the Supreme Court, which it obviously cannot do. Sean Davis, who is the founder of The Federalist, a major right-wing newspaper, says that if the Supreme Court is going to ignore the law and the Constitution, then the president is obligated to ignore the Supreme Court and put it in its place. This is not true. Another right-wing influencer, Jesse Kelly, says ignore the Supreme Court, arrest anyone who tries to enforce this, dissolve the Supreme Court entirely if they push. You can deport foreigners or you don't have a country anymore. They are no good choices now. That's also not true. You obviously cannot dissolve the Supreme Court. Here's the deal. The Supreme Court ruled against the Trump administration on the Alien Enemies Act, at least for now. There are three branches of government: the judiciary, the executive, and the legislative. They are co-equal, meaning one cannot supersede the other. And now these threats online are circulating more than ever before. So it's important that the American public takes note. I'll do a full breakdown of all the news you missed on my Substack, link to my bio, subscribe for...
Dissolve the Supreme Court. When you hear that saying, we aren't the same, this is another example. We wanted to strengthen the Supreme Court, expand the Supreme Court. They want to do away with it. If the Supreme Court doesn't side the way they want them to side, they want to do away with it. Now, listen, I'm not saying that I haven't advocated ignoring the Supreme Court in the past. They're entitled to say they want their president to ignore it too. But to do away with it? If these people would be honest with you, they would tell you that what they want to do away with is the entire judiciary system as a whole. Trump will just decide these things. Don't worry about it. It'll be brought before the court of Trump. He'll make the decision. We'll move forward. Dissolve the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court didn't side with Donald Trump. That's fascism. That's a dictatorship. That is not American representative republic. That is not American democracy. That is everything that this country has fought against in the last few hundred years. But that's where we're at with MAGA. I mean, if the Supreme Court sided with Donald Trump, they'd be like, yeah, see, Supreme Court. But they didn't. So now they're like, get rid of those fucks. We don't need them. Because MAGA is fascism.